Hey guys, so today we'll be analyzing tweets for sentiment analysis. The first thing you need to do is go to the site, sign in with your Twitter handle, and then request API access. And then you'll get four things. You'll get an API key, an API secret key, a token, and a token secret key. Once you have those and installed and activated these packages, you'll go ahead and paste your API keys here. And then we're going to create a Twitter connection. We'll go ahead and run this line. Type in 1 for yes. Alright, so now we have established a connection with Twitter. So we can search directly for Apple or the ticker. And if we run this instance, we will find tweets containing both Apple and the ticker name, and they're not case sensitive. We can also just search for Apple Inc., which is also not case sensitive. We can use the or is operator to find either Apple as a company name or the ticker symbol. So if you want to extract the ticker, eliminate any tweets with the company name, we would run Apple and then use a negative symbol to drop any tweets containing everything after the minus symbol. You can search by hashtag or even cash tag, which is the $. We can find tweets from Apple. So here you would write their handle, tweets to Apple, tweets referencing Apple's account, which is again their Twitter handle. Finally, we could use date to subset any tweets. So we would use the since operand and then the date, or until and then followed by the date. So for this example, I'm just interested in any tweets containing the cash tag or hashtag. So we'll go ahead and use that example, and I'll show you how to do that here. You can call in multiple tickers, but for now we'll just use one, which is Apple. Alright, so we'll search through Twitter. We'll go ahead and paste 0, so $, followed by the ticker, space or, space, comma. We'll add a hash symbol here, ticker, and empty space. So we'll run this. So I'm just searching for the cash tag or hashtag of the ticker symbol. For the number of tweets, I'll extract 10,000. Language, we'll use English. And then cents, we'll use 2020 0101. So I'll run this line here. Depending on the ticker, this may take a while. So I'll pause this and then I'll come back when this is done running. Alright, so now it returned a list of tweets and we want to get a data frame. So here we'll transform the tweets list into a data frame. So we'll run this line. So let's take a look at our data frame. So this is what it returned. So we have a text of the actual tweet, a boolean here for whether or not it was favorited, favorite count, if somebody replied, that's their screen name, the timestamp created, whether the tweet was truncated, reply to screen name ID, I'm not sure what these two are for, the source, who tweeted it, number of retweets, whether or not these are retweets, and then the longitude and latitude, basically the location of where it was tweeted from. But I'm mainly interested in the text here and the timestamp. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try and screen this text here to find bullish or bearish sentiment, give it a score, and then aggregate them by date. Alright, so since we're screening the text, we need to find positive words and negative words. So to save time, I created a list here of positive words and negative words. So we're going to try and screen our tweets and count the number of positives and negatives in each tweet and then give it a score. So to do that, we'll create a function. That's going to pass in the row number. We're going to extract that tweet and then do our calculations. Notice also that here we have all lowercase words. So for our tweets, we need to use to lower, and that's going to make everything in that tweet lowercase. So tweets df. We're going to pass in the location of the row, and we only want the text column. So here we'll pass in x1 for an example. So that's our first tweet. Next, I'm going to extract the timestamp of when it was created, and we're going to use POSIX CT. So I want to extract the created time, and then the format is going to be years, 4-digit year, month, date, hours, minutes, and seconds. So we'll run that. So that's our timestamp. So now we're going to count the number of positive words in our tweet. And we're going to find the sum of positive words. So we're going to use strCount. Our string is our tweet. Pattern is our positive words here. So we'll run our list first, which I forgot to do. Alright, so here it's saying it found 2 positive words in our tweet. Now we'll do the negatives. Found 0 negatives. Now what I'll do is I'll find a total by summing positive and negative. So our total is the sum of positive and negative words. Now it may be the case where it doesn't find any positive or negative, which will result in giving it a score of 0. So since we can't divide by 0, what I'll do is I'm just going to do an if else. So if the total is 0, just return 0. Otherwise, return the number of positive words divided by total. And we're going to round that to 2 decimal places. So here, our score is 1, or 100% basically. And then I'm going to combine them. I'm just going to do as data frame cbind positive, negative, total, and score. Run that line. I'm also going to add the date. And then finally, just return the combined data frame. It'll look like this: positive, negative, total, score, and then the date. We're going to run this function. And then I'm going to apply it to all the tweets. So we'll use PBLFI as a list, 1 through the number of rows in our tweets data frame. And then our function is going to be our score function, passing in the row number. So we'll run that line. So it's good. It didn't take too long for running through 10,000 lines. But all is a list. And now I want to make it into a data frame. So I'll just use rbind list. Use names, true. So we'll go ahead and take a peek at the data frame. So great, now we have a timestamp, the number of positive words, number of negative words, our total, and then our score. Since this is intraday, I'm going to sum all these columns by day, so it'll return a daily data frame. So here I'll do tweets, XTS, and I want to extract positive, negative, total, and score. So that'll be our core data. And then I'm going to order. I'm going to order by all, date. So now we have an XTS object, but like I said, I'm going to convert it into a daily XTS object. But first I need to extract each unique date and drop the time. So we'll do that here. So the format is basically this. Alright, so I'm going to write a function to pass in the days. And I'm going to find the sum of these columns here. So I'll use temp here. So I'll paste in the days. This will subset our tweets to a single day. Next, I'm going to make it into a data frame. Transpose column sums of temp. To keep its integrity, I'm going to recalculate the score, which was temp positive divided by our total. Round that to 2 decimal places. And then finally just return it as an XTS object. And then order by the day that we're actually calling. So I'll put this function. So let's make it into a daily. I'll pass in the days. And the function is dsum. So I'll run that. And I want to rbind everything. So I use do call rbind daily. take a look at our daily. Alright, so on June 4th, we had 392 positive words for all the tweets, 378 negative words for all the tweets, a total of 770 words, and a score of 51. And then the score is positive divided by 12. So now we'll use the score and plot it against the price. So we'll use get symbols. And we'll do chart series. And we'll do 2020, 05, 31, and forward. Today's date is June 9th. So this is our chart for June. Now I'm going to add the tweet score that we just calculated and see how it compares to its price. So to do that, we'll just add TA, daily, score, so here's its price, and then this is our sentiment. But obviously we need more data since this is just since June 4th. So we have 3 days of data basically. And the reason why June 9th wasn't plotted is because Yahoo Finance didn't return today's bar of data. We'll go ahead and add it to see how it looks. So to do that, we'll call in get quote for Apple. Just going to rearrange some columns and convert it into an XCS object. So we'll do the open, the high, the low, last, temp volume, and then temp last, since our data has an adjusted column. And I'm just going to R-bind Apple with this data here. Use cbind, ordered by, I'll do the system date. So let's take a look at Apple. So it ends at 6.8. Then I'll run this line. Now it has 6.9. So again, we'll plot in our data for June. Now we have today's bar, and then we'll get today's score as well. Nice, so now we see how our sentiment behaves or interacts with the price. But like I said, we need more data, so I'll go ahead and try and call in as much data as I can, and then in the next video, we'll try and turn that into a trading strategy. Alright, so stay tuned, and thanks for watching.